is Layla Presso, and this is my pause reflection for my CSI simulation in March 4th. In this video, I'm going to talk about the feedback I received, what happened in both parts of the simulation with Mr. Brown and with Seth Harris. And with Miss Bennett, I didn't really get to know her, and what I learned from the experience. In the first part of the simulation, I took care of Mr. Brown. He's around 70 years old and was post-op from a cystectomy. He had fatigue, dizziness, and an IV in his left forearm. His pain was a 3 out of 10 at his incision site. His hemoglobin and hematocrit were low, around 7.28, which explained his symptoms and showed that he had anemia. I recognized the low labs, but I wasn't fully confident about what to do next. I called the provider without having his vital signs ready, and that was one of my main mistakes. During my main assessment, I also got struck with teaching him how to use the incentive spirometer. I couldn't think of the words inhale and exhale in English fast enough, and that made me lose focus. Then the scene ended. In the second part, my group went first, and we returned to Mr. Brown because he needed blood transfusion for his anemia. We got his vitals and called the provider correctly this time, but I made another mistake when I called the blood bank before we were actually ready. The IV and tubing weren't set up yet, so that taught me the importance of making sure everything is prepared before making that call. Later, I helped in another room with our second patient, Seth Harris, who was in DKA. When I walked in, he was vomiting a lot. He asked what MPO meant, and I explained to him briefly. His labs were due, so I completed his labs draw. After that, we tried to start an IV, but the scenario ended before we could finish. From my instructor's feedback, I learned that I did well with skills like assessment, lab draws, and explaining NPO, but I needed to continue working on communication, teamwork, and making sure I gather all the important information, especially vital signs, before calling a provider. My biggest takeaway from this simulation is that I need to stay organized and fully prepared before taking action. That means always confirming vital signs before calling the provider, making sure the equipment is ready before calling the blood bank, slowing down my communication and staying calm, even when I feel nervous or struggling with wording. This experience showed me exactly where I can improve, and I plan to use these lessons to grow in future simulations and clinical practice. Thank you for watching my reflection.